As the bus slows to a stop, I briefly wonder if I'm at the wrong place. Is this really the hotel Ben was talking about? It looks alright. Barren as normal. I mean, for example, I don't know what this hotel is called. Are you telling me they're not going to have a sign somewhere outside? It's just like, oh yeah, we need to meet at the hotel. Which one? The one without a sign? Oh yeah. Okay, I see now how marketing works in this hotel. By people not knowing which one it is. It's a lot fancier than I expected. Brilliant light shines from the tall glass windows, slicing through the darkening city skyline. I step off the bus and hesitantly walk up the plush red carpet to the front door. The thick carpet sinks underneath each of my steps. The doorman raises an eyebrow with a hint of disdain as I approach, but he quickly masks his expression and opens the door for me with a flourish. What? Why? I'm just walking up with a makeup bag. What does he think I'm going to do? Does he think I have a McDonald's in it? Why? Ugh. The interior of the hotel is even more luxurious than the outside. The floor has been polished so perfectly that I can see a clear reflection of the crystal chandelier hanging overhead. See, this room completely barren. Great. There's just no one or nothing here. Up ahead is an open dining area filled with lavishly decorated tables. Sean, over here! Ben jogs over to me from the dining area. His bright green highlights stand out against the rich red colour of the room behind him. Or the sort of people who frequent this sort of hotel. I think he'd stand out in comparison to them, wouldn't he? I hurry over to him, trying hard to ignore the stares I'm getting. Ben, I didn't quite imagine that the hotel would look like this. It's more luxurious than I had previously thought, but that might be a good thing. I hope they serve a lot of alcohol here. If we're fortunate, we'll get some handsome tips tonight. Tips? I wasn't supposed to tip the doorman, was I? Ben laughs sympathetically. Only if you asked him to carry that massive makeup case you've got there. No, not really. How can you not really ask him to do it? Whatever. Then you're fine. I can show you the side entrance after the show. Might save you a little trouble next time. Trouble from what? Trouble for... Do they let bulls through the main entrance? I don't understand what it is. Are bow and archer people shooting? He tilts his head to the side thoughtfully. If there is a next time. Yeah, that as well. Man, I hope there's a next time. These trial runs are a killer on the nerves. He takes a deep breath and exhales slowly. Well, it's no use stalling. Let's get going. He leads me through the dining room and I see a stage at the far end of the room with a thick curtain pulled closed. He's not going to be performing there, is he? No, he's going to be performing in the basement to the gremlins and people locked. Of course he is! As we near the stage, he takes a sharp turn and leads me behind a small curtain near the stage. The area behind the curtain is sparsely decorated. I mean, is it sparsely decorated or could they just not be bothered to draw a proper background? This looks terrible. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that Backstage is normally just something hashed together, but... This is a specific place with a stage. This isn't, oh, let's just put up some polystyrene walls and some cardboard and hope that will suffice. This is terrible. Ben reads my expression immediately. Yeah, not so impressive back here, huh? It's a world better than some I've done. One of Adam's first shows was in a bar with so much cigarette smoke I could barely see him. He went and performed in a place where people go and smoke loads. Yeah, I bet that went down well. Just everyone smoking fags, just exhaling the air onto him. Fags meaning cigarettes in English, just realised what I said. I place my makeup kit on one of the chairs and open it. The box folds out to reveal the layers of shelves nestled inside. Each shelf reveals another collection of makeup in a range of hues. Well, that is a lot. Of course it is. Makeup isn't one size fits all, you know. Isn't it? I thought it would be roughly the same things, RGB as it were. Ugh, I don't know anything about makeup. I understood it intuitively, but the actual experience is a different matter. Ben seats himself on a nearby chair. Bet you're the master here, I'm counting on you. But? Yeah, but. I thought that said bet and it made no sense. Sure, no pressure or anything. I sigh and begin rummaging throughout the foundation looking for a shade to match his skin. Not too much, I'm trying to play the innocent youth angle here. Innocent youth? You have green spiky hair and a hoodie with blood on your white t-shirt. Innocent youth? You may as well invite the Sons of Anarchy up here. You? Innocent? Who believed that? Ben stares at me dolefully with large shimmering eyes. His lips part slightly and he exhales with a gentle whimper. No, you still look weird. You don't look cute or innocent. You have a piercing in your lip. That's not what cute and innocent delicate people do. You think I'm a monster? His voice wavers as if he's trying to hold back tears. Be serious. That's really none of my business now, is it? Do you want this done or not? Ben's face quickly takes on his usual serious demeanour. Let's make this quick. Whoa, he reacted to my mood instantly. I know that live performers have to read their audience, but that was abrupt. After a few more touches, I step back. Right, you're good to go. Absolutely no noticeable change at all. In a game about doing makeup, there is no change when you put on the makeup. Thank you. So that's all you need, right? You're free to go. Do your best then, I'll see you around. That was it. If that was it, he could have just fucking come along to my place. I could have put on makeup here. Then you'd know where I live. That's terrifying. Okay, actually it's better that way. Thanks for helping me out tonight. Come by the coffee shop on Wednesday for your payment. What was that transition? Alright, what to do with my Saturday? I remember Lloyd saying something about a great faux restaurant downtown. It would be nice if I could find it. We're going anyway! Whatever. This looks okay. Outside looks bad. I mean, this is supposed to be a mountain, but come on, it's like line art. It's the cardboard cutouts again. There's no mountain there at all. Oh, it smells good in here. I hope the food is as good as it smells. Sean! Yeah, he's pressing down something on his ear in case he can't hear it. And he's put his nameplate along. Oh, God. You couldn't even take that off? Really? There isn't a sprite where he doesn't... An enthusiastic blur of red hair bounds up to me with a big smile. Hello, Mr. Newton. Lloyd, Mr. Newton makes me sound like a physics teacher. I see what you did there. Hey, I happen to like physics. Talented and smart. I knew I liked you. Lloyd motions for me to sit down at a corner booth. It's tragic, really, isn't it? Join us. Us? I look at Lloyd's table and see John staring back at me with an amused look on his face. Oh, maybe I should just leave you two alone. Nonsense, no one should have to eat alone. Lloyd waves down a passing server. Number 5 special, large, small. I blurt out a correction before I realise what I'm doing. A slow smile spreads across Lloyd's face. So you'll be joining us then? He seats himself at the table and slides over to make room for me. So it's a boy and a girl having a date and we're being the third wheel here. Oh, that's horrible. I hesitantly sit down. John nods a quick acknowledgement, but he doesn't say anything. The server returns with a hot bowl of pho. It smells great, and I strongly suspect it's not a small. I don't know what it is. We're gonna have to do some googling, Smiders. Faux food. And oh my god, that looks horrible. What is that? It looks like ramen, but worse. I mean, ramen is just essentially what? Soup with a whole bunch of stuff in it, right? This faux looks like... It actually looks worse. And I thought we were in America. I thought that was... Are we in Japan in this game? We're not in Japan, are we? I thought we were in America. It's back... Yeah, Break Chance Memento are in Japan. In this game, we're in America. Whatever. Japanese restaurant. We need to somehow satisfy the people who think Japan is love, Japan is life. It's been a while since I last ate, so I dig in. Oh, it's John who's here. We were just talking business. Maybe having a young mind will help. I look up from my noodles. Oh, I get to be a focus group? A very focused group, John shrugs. I suppose another mind can't hurt. It's good to know that in a... We could just sit at the fucking table. Heard what? Did something happen? Lloyd groans and leans back. Well, we heard back from the higher-ups. They like cops and robbers, but they want it to be different. What exactly do they mean by different? Should we set it on the moon? You know full well what they want different, mate. I'm not changing that. Selena stays. Then you're at an impasse. The network doesn't like Selena? Well, they like her well enough. They just don't want to do an action show led by a woman. Whoa! Sexism! Sexism! There was... women can lead action shows. There was that terrible Cagney and Lacey show. Was it called that? They were both like policemen. I think it was that. Am I making something up? Did this not actually exist? No, Cagney and Lacey, it did exist, and it was terrible. But, like, that was a thing. It can be done. Oh. If we want them to pick it up, we'll have to add a male character to work with her. But that ruins the entire point. John sighs and rubs the bridge on his nose slowly. I know that and you know that, but the execs don't see that. All they see are formulas. What sort of formulas? Lloyd waves his hand dismissively. A comedy film, it has to have Adam Sandler or the other one who's equally as terrible. Rob Schneider? I think it has to have one of those two in it. They want us to include a major male character to lead with Selena. But it's likely they'll ask us to set up a romance between the two of them to move the story along. Oh, come on! You make a fucking Otome game and you're judging executives for shoving in forced romance in an Otome game? Oh, go and fuck yourselves. No, you don't get to do that. Game, you don't get to take the moral high ground here. Which is even worse because the sexual tension hook is only good for a couple of seasons, then it kills the story. A couple of seasons show's fine, you're getting paid, aren't you? The show inevitably spends more time on the relationship than the main story. I turned back to my soup to allow myself a moment to think. When you were filming, there was something about a serial killer she was hunting down. Yeah, it's the overarching plot. Every episode she gets another clue, it ties the series together. Would it be possible to make him a bigger character from the start? How do you mean? Split the time between her point of view and his. Show what he's up to. Instead of finding obscure clues, make it more like a cat and mouse thing. Focus on the conflict from the start. That would give you a male lead, but Selena's character would still be the way you planned it. Oh, good. So, our plan is to cheat the executives. Not break the rules, but bend the rules. They asked for a formula, they asked for a romance. We're doing a male and female, but not romance. They're not gonna like this. Lloyd and John are staring at me. I slouched down and tried to hide behind my bowl of pho. Sean, you're brilliant. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It's a dumb idea. It is a rather cunning solution. I blush and poke at my noodles with my chopsticks. Thank you. Lloyd drums his fingers on the table. He looks thrilled. Oh my god, a CG. It doesn't look completely terrible. I can't tell whether these are hairs on his arm or whether he's been rubbing his arms against charcoal, but whatever. John's face doesn't quite look like it's on properly. It looks like it's been glued on. But other than that, this looks okay. Yeah, this is hair. That's terrible. That is shocking. Because I've seen hair. This is a beard. Okay, sure, you can't get away with that with fucking arm hair. That is shockingly terrible. Is he combing his hair? Who has them so lovely built up and only on the center and not around the sides? Okay, let's rethink this. I wasn't planning on really introducing this guy until the season finale. Lloyd and John begin trading off a series of rapid-fire ideas. Maybe he killed her family, but she survived, and she left him with a scar, I think I can see where this is going, on his face when she was still 16, which is why she became a cop, and she's the only known survivor. He disappeared for a while, but just resurfaced for reasons unknown, and he wants revenge, but so does she. She publicly stated she was coming for him. Do you see what they're trying to reference here? It's a really, really overdone. But I think there's a subtle hint. Online, and he responded, with flowers, she burned them. They talk online all the time. You're going to play him. What? Lloyd chuckles. He looks proud of himself. You're going to play him. I told you I'm trying to take a break from acting for a spell. John. His bottom lip is wavering. John's face still doesn't look real. I think it's where his right ear is. Lloyd sounds like a 10-year-old begging for ice cream. It has to be you. Has to be? Well, yeah. Lloyd pokes the table despondently. I thought we made a promise, and here it comes. Besides, you said you didn't want to be associated with the night anymore. Be a villain and it'll break the hero stereotype. Yeah, this guy's a hero. Whether you admit it or not, acting is your heart. You miss it. John groans. You're not going to stop until I say yes, are you? Haha, you know me so well. Said no one. Fine, I'll do it, but only because it's you. This fucking music. Oh my god. It's just the same. Oh my god, it's not even that. It's the same music for the last fucking 20 minutes. Oh my god. That's so annoying. It's I swear, it's like a fucking 15-second loop. Because all it is the do-do-do-do. And then that will happen, like, I swear, like every 3 or 4 seconds. And it's all you hear. Listen to it. There it is. There it is. There it is. It's just, oh. Don't put it on that much short of a loop, Jesus. Lloyd beams proudly. This is going to be amazing. I glance down at my phone. It's getting late. I still need to finish my homework. Oh, of course. Went out for like half an hour and then she's like, oh God, I'm going to be late if I don't go immediately. I pull out my wallet, but Lloyd places his hand over mine. No, I've got this one. Are you sure? Lloyd throws an arm over my shoulder and leans in conspiratorially. Sean, let me teach you the greatest secrets of life. College students should never turn down free food. That is actually probably the truest thing this game has said so far. Words to live by. Well, thank you. And thank you. Lloyd waves goodbye. We should fucking charge for our idea. See you on set. Buy a bowl of delicious soup and feel your stomach go down. It's called Faux 24. Alright, is it still playing? Oh my god. It's still playing. Whatever, we'll get over it. Oh, it's changed to the other generic one. Hooray! Right, call friends. It's called John. I know what you're doing, but let's find out. Hello? Hi, John. I was wondering if you wanted to go out somewhere today. Is this a work outing? Sure. No, then I'll have to pass. What a fucking piece of shit. And here we were trying to be nice and shit. Yeah, look, we have half a heart. Half a whole heart with him. Never lucky, man. Never lucky. Feels bad, man. Right, so we could go shopping. Bad idea. Let's check our email. Ooh, Lingudin. Oh, that's our mum. The surgery to repair the broken kneecap was successful. The doctor said the x-ray showed 2 pieces, but he found out that the lower piece was actually many pieces. He placed sutures, don't know what they are, and 2 screws to place the kneecap together. He thinks it will heal well. Your father is in the process of getting over the pain and swelling. He is not supposed to bend his right knee for 2 weeks. Out of interest, what's the point of the father like having this massive ill thing? Because it appears he's just fine and it just happened because YOLO. Whatever. Status, what's our fatigue? 24. Don't know what that is. Not enough for me to care. Can we study? Oh, message board. This is a discussion about threads for any books we read. Warning, spoilers ahead. First off, what did you guys think of the first Planet Toss book? Boring. Hey, freshman! Whoa, this is not a board for porn, illegal downloads, or hate speech. You've gone to the wrong place if you're going for a 4chan-like thing. And blog. Video views. There's no chance we're doing that. Okay, so we can't call friends because John isn't available. We could go shopping, I guess. Sure, why not? Cafe DM, mall. Question mark, question. Oh, let's go here. Let's see what's here. We don't have that much money. I entered the shop and immediately greeted with an overwhelming silence. This is kind of weird. Hello? My voice is nearly swallowed up by the silence. Yeah, if you see anything you want, just holler. Just holler. A muffled voice from the back of the shop calls out, but I don't see anyone. And try not to break anything. You could just steal something. We won't, but we could. I move slowly through the shop, stopping to inspect anything that catches my eye. Books in tons of languages, some old instruments, a rubber ducky. Do I even know what's in this trunk? The woman was right. The best way to describe this place is as a shop that sells stuff. A ukulele. Well, that's for the internet one. That's for internet points. Keyboard. A knight errant. Okay, so that will be for Adam, I guess. I'm very reluctant to buy something without knowing who it's for. So the more I sort of look at it, the difficult it is. I mean, that could seem like something for him because he's stuffy in English. It's definitely not that. It's definitely not that. Earl Grey tea. Could be that. A tie, probably for Ben. Cooking wine. I don't know who's cooking. Knight Errant. Adam said he loved that, but this was the... Oh, we can't afford it anyway. What else is here? Truffle oil. Oh, black truffles from France! Everyone knows that Tuscany does the best of them, he says, having gone to Tuscany. A striking... Okay, we know who those for. A breakfast maker. I have no idea. Let's just leave. Right, set up the next week. YOLO, let's do this!